Hey, Shape 45. How you guys doing out there? How's everybody doing out there? Oh, we got it. We got a very good show. Who do we got on the show today, John?
Well, we've got your chef friend over there. Monica will not be joining us, sadly.
Tell me the names.
Monica, again, will not be joining us. But
what's my chef friend's name?
That would be the she-wolf chef, Anthony Lombardo.
Yeah, Anthony Lombardo.
Mm-hmm.
I was last time I was here, Ant listens to the show and was like, come grub, and I didn't even see that shit. And we just ended up there, and he sent everything to us.
Nice.
And I was like, we need to talk food on the air, because I want y'all cats to be eating good food that's not going to break your bank. And we were supposed to have
my lady friend Monica,
your special lady friend,
right?
That she spent what, $1,200 to come sleep with you.
That is the story.
And you like, for people that don't know the show, John has a roommate, and he doesn't have a bed. He just has a couch. He doesn't have a dresser.
It's about to change.
He's got a pile of clothes. He doesn't have a TV. He has a laptop.
Gets the job done.
And she's been hanging out with Mikey.
I know. I can only blame myself for that.
Mikey actually, I got love for Mikey, because Mikey actually got me the job here at Shea 45. So anytime there's a giveaway for a concert here in Michigan, you better believe Mikey's connected to that shit, because I don't forget where I came from. Shout out to my old fucking acting teacher Todd that just walked on by. Fucking weird. In Pontiac, I auditioned for some shit called the Apple Pie Gang, and I was in it. I was part of the Apple Pie Gang. Fuck yeah, Todd. This is, wow, a lot of surprises. We even have an even bigger surprise, John.
Oh no, these are never good for me.
There's a curvy Latina chick sitting down.
Monica?
Yeah, Monica's here.
Well, then why did she tell me she had a meeting? What see, this is why I get turned around with this lady. None of it makes any fucking sense.
Damn, she's... God damn. Wait, we need a microphone. Can you, Mikey, can you either get out the way or make it where she has a mic?
Nothing but surprises with this lady. It's never normal.
She's a real person, Mikey. I mean, John.
I'm always getting scammed. I don't.
You're not getting scammed. You're always fucking yourself.
So if she's there, so yesterday she said she'd be there. And then this morning we were going back and forth, and then she said that she couldn't make it because she had a meeting with the Army. The Army.
Well, I guess the Army meeting, they got done with the Army meeting, and now she's here.
Is this real?
Hi, John.
Monica, why didn't you text me to say that you were going? What the fuck is that? What is it with you?
It's supposed to be a surprise.
Right, fine. Well, I'm glad you're
Surprise.
there. Yeah. It's nothing but surprises with you. I mean, you're always knocking me off balance. Always. But I'm glad you're there.
Well, you know.
John, she's really attractive.
Hey, I've seen the photos with
she's way out of your league.
with her and Mikey.
Yeah, and someone said that I have daddy issues. I guess they think I'm younger, but I'm 37.
You're 37.
Yeah.
So what was it about John that made you attracted to him?
Definitely the personality.
Yeah.
How people can bash him, and it doesn't seem to bother him.
He can take a beating.
You know, whether he goes home and cries afterwards, I don't know that, but...
Does it make you want to bash him?
Yeah. So we're gonna. I'm down to go over there and beat him up.
Have you and Mikey done anything? You guys have you?
No.
I wish you did.
Glad you didn't. If I could
wish
place
you
a
did.
vote here, glad that didn't happen. But
Can I grab your
If
butt?
that did happen, would you keep all of the GoFundMe money?
No, he doesn't get to keep that GoFundMe money. Fuck that
People
shit.
are saying that you're gonna scam them and take that money
Nah, man.
for a bed.
We'll keep John honest. Stand up. You look good. What are your measurements?
see, I don't like this.
Oh my God. Let me rub just the back of my hand on your thighs.
Oh,
John.
dude.
John, I'm rubbing. Oh, are you sure you're not Asian? Fuck. It's like little Mexican rose petals in the. In the ass, John.
Dude.
John, her ass is like
Poor John.
bulb. Oh, she's bending over for me, John. Oh my God, you could have been. Your chin could have been fucking deep in this ass, and
Apparently.
you blew it. And what are those natural breasts?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
They were 34 C's. Now they're 34 C's. Now they're 34 double D's.
Now you got 34 double D's and some dimples.
Yep.
John, her skin. You don't even need to fuck her pussy. You could literally just you could just fuck her armpit and nut. It
Just
feels
dry hump her.
Like that's how soft her skin is. Her skin feels that like. I bet you her armpit feels like a
It's
pussy.
laser hair removal everywhere.
Or like even if you like bent your knee or some shit, just anywhere there's a crease, you could probably fucking just
Squeeze it,
smash.
Well, I'm glad that she's got your seal of approval.
So no matter what you do, just know that I grabbed her ass before you.
I know that.
No matter what you do. And she was hanging out with Mikey
I
at
know.
the strip club all night the other night. You
Dude.
just fucking.
She gets around.
You got to show me something?
Oh, no. Man, this is...
What? Yo!
What?
Remember, we're gonna beat him up.
Yeah.
Remember, we talked about pegging.
John, she's got a fucking. This shit is called King Cock. And it's like a 10-inch cock ring. Or a cock strap on.
All right.
Yep.
See, I've got some questions. I've got some real questions here. All right. Pegging is not my future, but why on earth do you have that? Really? Are you pegging guys out there? So this is sort of like
This
part
is
of your
all for
repertoire?
you. This is all for you, John.
Why does she have that? Who in their right mind has that?
What?
What?
It's for you.
I'm not getting pegged.
I didn't have it.
She wasn't gonna do it before, but now you went and made her go buy a goddamn.
Look at that, and still spending money on you.
So
Still spending money.
before the butts,
Where can people go donate money?
it's over at the Chin's Missed Connection through GoFundMe.
The chin's misconnection. Where we at right now?
We already passed the halfway mark. We're about 631 out of 1,200.
Nice.
We're gonna get you a nice little hotel room where you can just fucking brutalize.
Hey, I don't mind a little smack around the face or maybe the ass. You can do whatever you want to my penis. But, I mean, for me to bend over and then have you ram a huge dildo in my ass, that's just not in the cards. It's not in the cards.
What kind of liquor do you drink? We'll loosen you up a little.
You need to loosen me up a lot for that.
Get him some gin. He's a gin drinker. You can try. What kind of tequila is that?
Oh, no, it's vodka.
Oh, vodka. It's Noir.
Yep.
That's a good vodka, but he's a gin man.
Hey, I can enjoy some vodka, but I do have a question. So
is it enough that's for you to get sodomized?
Fuck no, man. Are you kidding me?
Like normal people don't have 10-inch dicks.
I know.
She went and just got the fucking monster, bro.
You know, someone on Instagram wanted me to hurt you, that they would donate only if I left a mark on you.
You can bite me or something, but you can't shove a huge cock in my rectum, and then you're gonna blow up my colon. I mean, I don't understand this. Have you done this before? Do you have practice?
Have you had a colonoscopy? Maybe I could help you with that.
Jeez, what is up with you?
Where I tell girls before I fuck them in the ass, I tell them to go poop first. So you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah,
John.
I'll have an enema just to flush
Go take
everything
a
out
poop.
for so crap all over.
Yeah, you don't want any awkward conversations afterwards.
So just to bring this back to earth, is this real? Does she really have a strap on there?
Bro, she brought a motherfucking giant 10-inch strap on and some rope and blindfolds.
See, the idea that I'm going to let her tie me up, bend me over, and then shove a huge cock in my ass. I mean,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
just for you.
This is a nightmare. This is not real. This is not happening.
It's for you.
You
It's
could
for
have you could have just got some regular pussy, but nah, you went and fucked it off.
Well, can we just leap
Hey,
ahead?
it's made in the USA. That's pretty. That's
There we go.
fucking buy American.
Yeah, very patriotic as I get ass
Moist
fucked.
body lotion.
She really thought about this.
I'll get a really good lube.
Monty. Monty.
How many lashes are you gonna give him before you break out the fucking strap on? Just out of curiosity.
About 20. No, well,
Are you into that dime shit? Be real with me. Are you kind of into it?
a little.
A little?
A little.
So you think John would be a decent little sub?
I think so.
No,
I
absolutely.
feel like John's gonna be a power bottom.
So, I mean, are you some sort of like shadow sex worker or something? Are you
No.
out? No.
Why?
I-
Everyone thinks I'm this and I'm that. I've no, never been a model, never done porn. Nothing. A lot of people don't have my nudes.
You do, John, and you blew it.
Mm-hmm.
So there it is. You fucked up. Now go to Chin's Misconnection.
The Chin's Misconnection. But
The Chin's Misconnection.
if you go to our Instagram,
Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate you bringing her up here.
Yeah, what is this,
Hey,
Mikey?
thanks, dude.
How come there's this bond between you and Mikey now?
Why are you so
John,
jealous?
You're very lucky that I like
know.
you, because you know how hard it is for me to not, make a move on your girl.
All right, Mikey. By the
These
way,
last few days,
They've been spending so much time together.
I'm
I
gonna,
know, John.
I'm gonna collapse. I'm gonna collapse on the floor.
I'm a good friend. She'll tell you straight up. I haven't tried to kiss her or anything.
Well,
John, her legs are so smooth. Her
She's
ass.
so hot, though.
Yo, when I was grabbing her ass, John.
It's been hard, but I'm respecting
John.
you, John.
this is
Bro.
a waking nightmare.
When
And-
I was grabbing her ass, son, it was just like, it was like two little, you know, when people just have babies and the baby's heads are mad soft. That's what it felt like.
see, I realized I did this to myself. I did this to
You get
myself.
brain damage. That's what it felt like. Like I was just grabbing these two little globes.
John, you have to tell me what a catfish feels like.
Like this, like this. No,
You really fucked this one up, John. Congratulations.
well, we're trying to get back to a normal spot, but this is a long road to go. I must say.
You should have seen what she was going to wear over here, John.
What was she gonna wear? What were you gonna wear?
It was gonna be a schoolgirl outfit.
Ooh, by the way, I'm all about that. But see, now when it comes to this working out, originally I could have been having the sex with her in the hotel room, but instead I'm on the radio with her, and you're like feeling her up, and Mikey's sort of sniffing around. I mean, this is really my worst nightmare.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know, man. It's a fucking shame, dog. A lot of dicks can go in her between now and then.
Hey,
I just don't want you to think about that.
no. Miles of penis, gallons
Bigger
of cum.
penises than yours.
It's not that.
Girthier dicks. I appreciate you coming up here just to torment John.
Yeah. Thank you, dude. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Monty.
I feel like even if you do sodomize him, you're still probably too good for him. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
your vote. Okay.
Yeah. You're literally going to be sodomizing Mac tonight. Like that's.
Poor John.
Have you ever butt fucked a canoe?
Well, she's not butt fucking this one. This canoe is gonna remain an anal virgin.
No, but you know what did inspire me is so Netflix has that Black Mirror, the new season, the first
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Inspiration right there.
Have you ever pegged a guy, or would this be your first pegging?
He's gonna be my first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be really rough.
Hey, if you want to slip a pinky in there, we can talk about that.
All right, there you go. That's all it took was the pinky. It starts with the pinky and ends with that fucking schlong.
Right.
All right. The Chin's Misconnection.
All right, bye, John.
We actually have a
See you,
James
Monica.
Beard nominated chef coming on after this, just so you guys know. Hey, let me grab your ass real quick before you bail.
Monica, you're an angel. Remember that in the back of your mind. You're gonna let him touch you again, molest you?
Let me just grab your leg a little bit. Just put on your headphones.
Oh,
Yeah. Let me just grab that shit.
I'm having chest pain.
You ever have a threesome?
Oh, I guarantee it. Having trouble breathing.
Yeah, let me just touch that. Let me just grab that thigh.
Oh, I'm sweating again.
God, John.
Oh my God.
Oh my, John.
Oh
Her
my
thigh,
God.
her thighs.
I need a glass
my.
of water.
John, you really fucked this one up.
I know all
You
the laser
blocked
hair
her.
removal.
That's-
Oh my
is
goodness.
that laser hair removal?
Everywhere.
That's gonna be awesome.
I'm laughing, but I'm crying.
That bald pussy. Bald ass pussy. Kojak. That's what they call it. Call that pussy Mexican Kojak.
I'll remember that.
You really fucked this one up. All right, don't play any music. We're gonna play music. Monica, I appreciate you coming down here. Hopefully we can get this money up so John can get an ass whooping.
Yeah, I can't disappoint the fans.
Nah, we gotta get you a
Nope.
whipping shit too.
Yep.
You
I
can,
think it's a 50-50. I think it's 50-50 whether he is sodomized, but you can beat the
50-50.
shit out of him.
I know.
50-50. Your chances are horrendous for an ass ramming. Let me tell you. Don't put your money on that.
Everybody in LA, you gotta tell me where the roofies are.
By the way, I would not be surprised if I wind up sort of
I need a roofie for John.
in a bathtub with
Talking
my
about
kidney
raping
gone. I'd be like, you know what? I asked for this.
this. She's gonna me too your ass. All right, man. Let's get out of here before you say anything else that could get you arrested. Money get donated since then? Let's see.
Yep. We got the
Yep.
another.
Yep. It's climbing.
Another
There it is.
sawbuck.
It's climbing. Soon enough, we're gonna get to hear She Wolves. Anthony Lombardo is coming up next to talk. Actually, we're actually gonna talk some food, and some real classy shit. You're gonna fucking love it. Let's go.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
Shea 45, Anthony Lombardo, She Wolf, one of my favorite restaurants out here in Detroit City. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, Jude. Thank you for having me. Big fan. Big fan of the show, big fan of the books, and the Instagram.
I appreciate that. I feel like chefs and I are akin because y'all got issues.
Oh, we're deeply rooted in some issues.
Why are chefs so fucked up?
Long hours, hot temperature. The restaurant business in general is they fuck with you, Jude, because we're like, doesn't require. Now, don't take that the wrong way, but it doesn't require a lot of education. So you get a lot of people coming out that haven't really figured anything out. They come, they can always cook, or you can always serve.
Yep.
You can always, without much, education or structure.
That was that's I worked front of the house and back of the house, and that was like 30 20 something years ago, and it was $2.50 an hour, and I could make 10% tips back in the day.
And guess what? If you're good, you move up.
Yeah.
It's like there's a little more opportunity than a lot of other industries, I think.
High pressure.
Oh yeah. It's stressful, especially opening a restaurant when you have your whole life savings on the line.
Yeah.
And people will come in and you literally put everything into something, everything you have, and they'll be like, it was okay. And they're like, and then you don't get those people back. You get one shot at customers.
That's it.
When you open a restaurant, you're busy, you're hot because you're the new thing, and then you have one shot at people. They don't care that you're new and trying to figure it out, and you're working out kinks and figuring out systems. They don't give a fuck. They're coming, they're spending their hard-earned money.
Yeah.
God bless them. And you get one shot. If they don't have a good experience, they'll never come back. And
I always wait like about 3 months before I go check out a restaurant. That to me, it allows the kitchen enough time to fucking figure shit out.
It's a
Like,
very smart move.
Well, because, if you listen to the first 6 months of me and John, it was awful. It was just fucking the most unlistenable shit ever. And then it's like you kind of figure out what you need to do. You bring in Mexicans to butt fuck them, and
yeah.
You hit your
boom, we
stride.
got a show.
Yeah, right.
Same with the restaurant business. We get some Mexicans and they were straight.
that's the key.
need 'em.
That's the fucking key to this shit. But have you ever put out some shit on the plate where you just like, this is my heart and soul, and then just
Yeah, and
They
then
don't
people just
appreciate
shit on
it?
Yeah, people just it happens all the time. But there's a lot of praise too. It's definitely more praise. So you just take the good and the bad, and the worst are like the Yelp reviews. People that like think they're so, I don't know. I don't want to talk shit, but like they think they're so important. They'll literally write 7, 8 paragraphs.
yeah.
Like, what do you have? What?
What are they usually mad about when they're yelping?
Our number one critique is that we're overhyped. We're too hyped. I don't get the hype. And then our second one is the pasta is like not cooked enough because we cook it. We stay very true to our Italian roots and keep it very, has some bite to it.
Al dente.
Al dente, yeah.
As they call it.
And then people like mushy pasta, and
So in Italy, break it down. So in Italy, when I'm taking a bite of pasta, how should it taste?
you should definitely have some resistance,
Okay.
and you should see a tiny little faint, white ring around the inside,
And that's how you know.
and that's it. It's definitely resistance. Definitely not slipping out of your mouth, and you know what I mean.
Right.
It should cling to your tongue and your teeth a little bit,
And that's how you do that shit.
and that's how you do it. I fucking love pasta.
You make your own fucking flour,
We mill our own flour, yeah.
which is crazy.
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it, And everybody, when I started this concept, everybody said, "Are you crazy? All the gluten. Everybody's allergic to gluten." And I'm literally opening a gluten business.
Yes, it's spaghetti. Do you understand? Like when everybody went gluten free, it broke my nanny's heart. She didn't know what the fuck to do. She was like, "What? First you're a vegetarian,
Yeah.
like now you're not eating gluten. Like what the fuck is this?"
Terrible. But, I'll break it down real quick. With flour, like anything, if you mill flour in Nebraska and you ship it to Maine or you ship it to California, you got to add preservatives because it goes bad. There's oils in there, there's amino acids in there, they go rancid.
Okay.
So when you mill fresh flour like we do, our flour has about a 3-day shelf life. Once we mill it into flour, we have to make pasta with it immediately or it'll go bad. And so that hasn't been the status quo for industrialization of flour in America the last 50 years. And then, 30 years ago, everybody has a gluten allergy. People have been eating wheat. Civilizations have, thrived on wheat.
Yeah,
And you're telling me that you can't give your kids gluten because you're scared to,
that's literally like when we stopped fucking having threesomes and shit was off of wheat. Like they were like, "Hey, let's drink this beer."
Yeah.
So that we don't get fucking food poisoning, and then we can
Yeah.
plant some shit, and I'm gonna fuck her, and you can't fuck her no more because I want to make sure that my son gets that patch of earth.
Again, same thing in the restaurant business. Very similar.
Same deal.
Just pour liquor on it, and hopefully the stain will go away. But yeah, it's not the wheat that's bad for you; it's the preservatives that you've been pumping into your body, and all that riboflavin and niacin, all these things that shouldn't be in flour. Our flour is flour.
I thought riboflavin was shit they put on barbecue,
Yeah,
but I was wrong. All these motherfucking years, because I see it in barbecue chips. I'm like, oh, it's that riboflavin. So I said, it's going to be fucking...
actually sounds delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my hot chips. It's just going to be fire. So you're telling me, because I always say people with gluten allergies are fucking full of shit. You're telling me that there are legit gluten allergies?
Well, celiac is what you have if you actually are if your body can't process wheat.
Yeah.
That's celiac. That's less than, it's 0.01% of the population. So about 10% of the people that come into my restaurant say that, have gluten allergies.
So they should just die.
The math
we don't need them. They're weak.
It's not that. I want
They
to
should
teach them.
just die.
If they die, then they're not going to come spend money in my restaurant.
I like the long game. I like it. I like it. It's a long game. All right. So some people have celiac. Other people have what's the autoimmune shit that fucks with it where they can't have the flour and they can't have the gluten.
That's celiac.
That's all.
Yeah. And then some people have like a gluten intolerance. Or they'll just be like, I ate bread last week and it made my stomach hurt. I'm like, where was the bread? What kind of bread you eat? Oh, it's from Meyer.
They're like, I ate a loaf.
Yeah, I ate a loaf of bread
ache.
from Meyer and my stomach hurts. I'm like, okay. Maybe pay attention to the ingredients you're putting into your body. Like me, obviously my body's a temple and I'm a perfect.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4" on Tinder, so that's all that matters.
He's 6'4" on Tinder. we're actually gonna give out some fucking this is one of my favorite parts. We're getting close to the weekend, so it's like date nights. you and the missus can go shopping together and maybe put together a nice little fucking meal. Call up right now, 888-742-3345, 888-742-3345. We're going to steer you in the right direction to get your personally, I like to smash first and then eat later.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, because I like to eat, I like to gorge.
That's where I'm at too.
You know
it's like, I literally try to like fuck after gorging, and I think I almost died. I was like holding my chest. I was like Sanford the Son, like, oh shit, it's the big one. Here it comes. Yeah.
So get your, do what you got to do first, and then. But sometimes you need the meal to loosen them up. Fancy, a little fancy. Wine and dine is like the term.
Yeah. I'm trying to bring it back though. So
Bring
like,
it
look,
reverse.
yeah, like, hey, look, trust. You're gonna get your free sandwich, okay? You're gonna get a free sandwich out of the deal. Just let me fuck you first. It's gonna be better for all of us. You're not gonna be holding in the fart. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have the bubble guts while I'm doggy style. You can actually just fucking concentrate on coming, and then we're all happy here. Mm-hmm. But if you do want to get sexy with it, because and a lot of times like these cats, they've been together like forever, so sometimes it's just having a nice meal with somebody.
Absolutely, yeah.
That actually we were just talking about this a couple weeks ago. It was like that releases the same oxytocins as banging, is like eating, like sharing a meal with somebody.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it.
Breaking bread.
I've had better meals than I've had sex. Straight up.
Hell yeah. And I've had some girls, their pussy smells like pot roast, and I'm like, I'd much rather eat some pot roast than this motherfucking pussy.
Yeah.
I'll do it anyway, just on GP, because like I gotta fucking, I get Yelp reviews too. They're like overhyped.
Yeah, too much hype.
Too much. Waited way too long in line. Same deal. I get the same fucking shit too. Noodle was limp. John, we got anybody?
Here we go. We got Sal in Queens, New York.
Sal.
Yo, how we doing, dude? Chef, big question, big Italian question. Do you call it sauce or gravy?
That's a good question, Sal. That's a very Italian-American question.
See,
in Detroit?
I'm 100% Italian. I call it sauce. Gravy we put on turkey.
We call gravy's, for me, gravy is, you're right, meat sauce or turkey. It's sauce,
It's we call it sauce as well. Like, I didn't know about that shit until all the mob movies and shit, which were all on the East Coast.
Exactly. It's always just been Sunday sauce,
Yes, Sunday sauce. And any other questions that you have?
That's all it got. That's the big debate, man.
So it's all regional, really. And my dad would yell at my nanny for calling the pasta the wrong shit. Like, everything was macaroni to her. She's like, I'm making the macaroni.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's fucking penne. Here's the potato. It's like, shut up, man. She's making it. Just eat it and be quiet. Be grateful. All right, what else we got?
We got Danielle in Pennsylvania.
Danielle.
Hey,
Anthony Lombardo, the chef. You can call him Chef.
Chef. Hi, Chef. I want to know, I'm always getting Alfredo or just regular red sauce, and I want to be more adventurous. What do you recommend?
Well, it all depends on the type of restaurant you're going to. A true Italian restaurant will not, have Alfredo on their menu because it's kind of like no chef wants to make Alfredo. It's not very culinary challenging dish to make. It's very boring. It's cream and cream cheese, and no chef wants to make Alfredo.
That was the 90s, bro.
Yeah,
I remember selling the fuck out of White Zen and fucking
Oh my God.
blackened salmon Alfredo all fucking day, dude. I would just fucking crush it on that. Hey, what do you like? This is good. You do some White Zen, some blackened.
And the fact that people relate that blackened salmon, and it's happened in Detroit. People ask for this. People consider blackened salmon on top of pasta Alfredo, like Italian, is so far from the truth.
But that kind of shows you how much Italian food has dug its how much Italian food has become American food.
100%. Yeah.
That now they're putting fucking salmon and shit on it. You want to mix it up. Have the chef ejaculate into the pasta.
That's kind of the same as Alfredo, honestly. It's like a little bit too close to Alfredo.
It's the kiddies. Pasta the kitty. All right, but for real, what direction would you steer her if she just doesn't want like a regular red sauce or an Alfredo?
Yeah, I mean, see what's on the menu. A lot of times the chef will do like a feature pasta. That's something he gets really excited about, whether it's some clams that are in season or some scallops or something that are in season that he wants to put in a pasta. Jump toward that. Stay away from from the Alfredo always, but if you're going to go red sauce, you could go toward, if they have an amatriciana sauce. Anytime there's like guanciale, which is pig jowl.
Hold on a second.
That's a good one.
You got it. What's the first word you said?
Guanciale.
What's guanciale?
Guanciale is the cheek of a pig.
Okay.
And it's cured like bacon, but it's not smoked like bacon.
All right.
It's just cured with a bunch of spices.
Okay.
And it's one of the most important Italian ingredients that they use in pasta sauces.
And then what's the next big Italian word that you just said?
Amatriciana is the name of the sauce, a very important Italian sauce made from guanciale, which is, it comes from the town of Amatrice, which is like 40 kilometers north of Rome. And it's where guanciale kind of really became popular. And, a lot of Romans would go there to get out of the heat of Rome because it was a little bit higher elevation. There's no air conditioning in Europe at all, even to this day, really. So you go into the mountains on vacation as opposed to going toward the beach if you don't, And so then they would eat this amatriciana sauce, take it back to Rome, and now it's like a Roman classic, and it's made its way here. It's for sure all over the United States.
Where are you located?
She-Wolf?
No, the lady. Because I have a feeling she's going to be fucking next to Target trying to find Montecarlo. Mike. Fucking.
Guanciale. Yeah,
she's going to end up with some fucking Alfredo, bro. We're trying.
There's a lot of Italians in Pennsylvania, though, like the coal mining areas and like Erie, Pennsylvania. For some reason, I got cousins there.
I got Italian cousins in Pennsylvania, and I got some mining ass cousins.
A lot of mines and stuff.
Yeah, they just send them down in the fucking mines. 888-742-3345. Maybe you want to cook something. Maybe you want to make a nice little dish that's easy. You have a fucking James Beard nominee fucking chef. I don't know if you know what that means. It means he can charge you like $12 extra per plate. That's what the fuck that means. Fucking take advantage of this shit. We got
John in Wisconsin.
Go ahead, John.
Hey there. Good afternoon.
What's up, man?
John?
My question for the chef is, what are your secrets to like a good red sauce?
I'll tell you right now. Garlic, but not too much garlic. You have to melt it slowly, okay? You shouldn't rush a red sauce, okay? Thinly sliced garlic and lots of olive oil. Red sauce needs oil. Tomatoes are acidic. Olive oil is fatty. The biggest problem, people don't use enough oil in their red sauce. You're not going to make it greasy. It's going to suck in all those fat molecules. And you want to take your time when you're cooking your garlic.
So is it thin like Goodfellas thin, or
It sounds cliche, but it's true.
Okay.
Because you want it to melt. You don't want big chunks of garlic, and you don't want it to cook on the outside and be raw in the middle.
okay?
You want thin slices, and you want to cook those thin slices nice and slow.
And that's how you start it. It's just olive oil, cook.
That's it.
How many cloves? Like how many?
It
little
depends on how
pieces?
much tomatoes you're doing, but for like a 2 like cans from the store, you're gonna want to use 2 cloves, like a clove per can. I would say the normal size cans.
And you just let them bitches melt. And
Let
then
'em
how?
melt.
And then how long should it be on the stove top for?
It's gonna take you just as long as to melt the garlic in there, say 30 minutes, as it is to cook your tomatoes. So another 35 minutes to actually cook the tomatoes. Season it with, so straight up garlic, olive oil, red pepper flakes, and good high quality tomatoes. You don't want to skimp on your tomatoes. Try to use an organic tomato. Try to use an Italian tomato.
What do you do with the skin?
The skin is usually, if it's in the can,
Yeah.
the skin's usually gone. But if you do have some ripe, beautiful garden tomatoes, you score the outside, drop your tomato in boiling water for 10 seconds, pull it out, put it in ice water,
Yeah.
and the skin will come right off. Then you take that skin off, then you can make tomato sauce with some fresh tomatoes if you got some in your garden.
Is Cento good?
Cento.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. They have an organic brand that's pretty good.
All right, because we're trying to help these motherfuckers make some good ass Italian.
Cento's a good one. Look for San Marzano. That's a tomato out of Italy that's like protected by the Italian government. That's how important.
Wait, it's
tomatoes.
protected by the Italian
Yeah,
government?
it's called DOP, Denominazione Originata Protezione, which means the Italian government like has basically copyrighted the rights to the tomato, so people can't grow it and copy it and make money off it.
That's their shit.
It's also the Italian government, so it's the most corrupt fucking thing you'll ever.
Is there any pet peeves for you when you going out to eat Italian? Do you even go out to eat Italian, or are you just like, take me to Taco Tuesday?
No, I mean, there's a lot of phenomenal Italian chefs out there that I like to go see what they're working on and doing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I'll stay away from like the bullshit Italian, like the Olive Gardens or the chains and stuff. I'll avoid with the 10-foot pole. But I always want to see what, as far as pet peeve goes.
Yeah.
It's tough to say. I don't like when people like put too much cream in pastas. Pasta's not supposed to be a creamy thing.
Yeah.
Pasta water is your like starch that makes your sauce. So like even at She-Wolf, we barely use cream.
All right, so break that shit down for me. I'm boiling some pasta,
Yeah.
and then I'm draining the pasta. How much pasta water do I save to help make my little
decent,
sauce?
like about a cup, do you say? You don't have to use it all.
Okay.
But it's good because it's going to help fix your sauce and bring it all together.
Why? What's in it that helps?
The starch that releases from the pasta
Okay.
helps bind it, acts as gluten, right?
Yeah.
Glue helps bind your sauce, helps shine it up, sticks it together.
And you're supposed to toss a little bit of you're supposed to toss a little bit of the sauce before you serve it, right? So it's not all clumped together.
Yeah. So like, let's say you're boiling your pasta, right?
Right.
As opposed to dumping into the sink,
Yeah.
you should maybe invest in a spider. It's one of the best tools you can have at your house. You know what I'm talking about when I say spider?
Is it one of them little scoopy
Yeah,
boys?
like a scoopy
It's
boy.
like a ladle with the little hooky things on them.
It's not a ladle, but it's got holes in it. It's like a sieve,
Okay.
and it's got a round head with lots of holes. So you just scoop the pasta out
Yep.
and then put it into your pan like that, and then you can take a ladle and get a little bit of that pasta water in there.
And then you put it all together.
Yeah.
So no cream. Use the water.
Use the water and use olive oil. We use a lot of olive oil, barely any butter.
Does it matter? All right. So here's my next question with the olive oil. Does it matter? Like, high do you use extra virgin, the dark olive oil to cook on high heats? And does it matter like what kind of olive oil and what the heat is?
That's a good question.
Well, I'm packed full of them.
So olive oil, you think about what you're doing with your oil. If you're searing a fish and throwing the oil away, you don't want to use a good olive oil because you need the heat. You need it to conduct heat. That's what you're using it for.
All right.
Now, if you're making a sauce where the olive oil ends up in the finished product, like how we were talking about tomato sauce, that olive oil's in there, right? So you don't want to use a garbage oil there. You want to use a good oil.
What's a good oil? A darker oil?
Darker, extra virgin always.
Okay.
Cold pressed. It's important. You can always see on the label where the olives are coming from. Anytime you see estate grown means they're all coming from the same place. They're not like importing olives from Morocco or importing them from Greece and then making their olive oil there. If you see estate grown, that's a good olive oil. But yeah, you don't ever want to get it too hot because you'll smoke it and fuck the full flavor up.
How come sometimes when I eat olive oil it makes my throat itch?
Oh, it's got that nice.
Yeah.
In a bad way or a good way?
It's just like my throat itches.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's probably the tannins from it. It's probably like from the skin of the grape, maybe. I don't know.
Look at that! I'm learning fucking shit. Appreciate you. Let's take one more call, and then we will. I feel like you fuckers will be fully educated on how to make some decent little Italian dishes.
All right, let's go to Maria in Toronto.
Hi. I want to know if you dip your bread in your sauce to taste it, if you know it's ready.
Do you dip your bread in your sauce?
Maria, that's a good question. I usually just use a spoon. Just get in there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maria.
I hold it up with my hand over it, and I let the people around me taste. No, I don't mean I just use a spoon.
And do you call it sugo? We call it sugo.
If there's meat in it, it's a sugo. Yeah, sure.
Right. And when the oil comes to the top, you know that your sugo's ready. Correct?
You know, where are you from, Maria? Are you Italian?
Yes, I am.
I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of Italians in Toronto. I did learn this.
There's not?
There is. There's a lot.
Yes. Yeah, there is.
So when the oil comes to the top, if you're making a meat sauce, and you see a lot of oil, if you see a lot of oil on there, you want to skim that off because it'll be too greasy. But a lot of times that oil's good. It's flavor. When the sauce cools down, you fold it right in there. It's all flavor, and it melts into your sauce. So
she's gonna keep using that bread.
Yeah, you could use bread, whatever you do, whatever you want.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Eat that bread, girl. Get that right on them thighs. You know what I'm saying?
Maria loves the Rude Jude.
Yeah,
she loves the all-out show.
What's a easy? Give me one easy fucking pasta dish that I can like just wow somebody with. Be like, all right, man, just I got someone coming over.
Yeah,
I want to just make them a quick pasta that's
easy.
Fucking retard free. Like there's no way I can fucking fuck this shit up.
I used to make this thing. I used to call it 7-Eleven carbonara.
Okay.
So carbonara is a traditional Roman sauce, right? With guanciale, which we talked about, the jowl, and the egg. It has egg yolks and cheese, and it comes from actually Italians that would be in the mines. Carbone means coal or like carbon, right?
Okay.
So the Italians would go work in the mines, and they would only be able to take a couple things with them. They take a little piece of guanciale, a little egg, a little bit of cheese, boil water, bring pasta in there, and make a quick guanciale sauce.
Yeah.
And then the carbone would fall on their thing, so it would be like a little bit of carbon on there, and that's what we use as black pepper, so hence carbonara. So that's one of the myths become. But I used to call it 7-Eleven carbonara. So just go by and hammer it at 2 a.m. coming home from work or something, you know, or like out at the bar.
Okay.
And I need to impress like somebody quick. And by the way, nobody in the restaurant business, a lot of people don't have anything in their fridges right now. Shout out to all my restaurant people. Their fridges are empty.
My fridge is emptier than a motherfucker. It's emptier than my soul.
So I go to 7-Eleven, grab some bacon, grab some eggs, and just come home, cut the bacon into dice it up.
Yeah.
Let it kind of melt in the pan, right?
Okay.
Now you got bacon fat in that pan.
Right.
Now you're going to add a little bit of your pasta water and make a sauce.
Okay.
With the bacon fat and the pasta water. Then you add your pasta, and let's say you use a rigatone, which is like the tubular.
Okay.
You kind of toss that in with your pasta water in your guanciale, and you kind of coat it. You want that fat to kind of coat the noodle.
All right.
Hit it with a little bit of grated cheese.
All right.
And then you take it off the stove.
Yep.
And you put a couple of egg yolks in there. Just a yolk. The white's gone. Just a yolk.
Yeah.
But you don't want it over the heat because you don't want to make scrambled eggs. So
it needs a coat. It needs to coat it.
It's going to melt with the pasta and kind of coat it, and it's going to cook to about 140 degrees. And if you get it too hot, it'll turn into scrambled eggs, which we don't want. But if you just nicely coat it, it'll become creamy and custardy, and it's like takes 5 seconds. It's like decadent, and it's fast and easy.
That's what we do for. That's what we do on. We do it without the meat for. Instead of doing the seven fishes, we do that on
Christmas
on
Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And my uncle was dating some white girl. And we was talking about how to do it, and she started crying. And she was like, "Why are you yelling at each other?" And we looked at her, was like, "Bitch, we Italian, man. We just talking. Like, fucking go on there with your little flaps on your blue jeans and go sit down in the other room. Get the fuck out of here while we make this goddamn pasta." It was delicious. It's fucking delicious. All right. The restaurant, She Wolf.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming in. Go by there and can we give away like a dinner or something? Shit,
Oh yeah, and give away like a dinner for two.
All right, so let's. All right, okay. Here, dinner for two. She Wolf. What street's it on?
It's on Selden Street, 438 Selden, corner of Cass and Selden. We're in the Cass corridor.
It's amazing. It's fucking beautiful. The restaurant's awesome. You call it right now if you're in the fucking Michigan, Detroit, Pontiac area. It's worth the drive. 888-742-3345. 888-742-3345. The chef will look out for you.
Oh, 100%.
Yep. Don't ask for no Alfredo though, because he'll kick you the fuck out.
Don't ask for
He'll
Alfredo.
kick
We
you.
don't have Alfredo.
No, but
we don't have blackened salmon.
No, there'll be a blackened boot in your ass, and you'll be on the fucking curb wondering what happened. Chef, it was really, really a pleasure having you on here, fucking chopping it up.
Hey, it
was really cool for me because it's like I'm fucking I'm half Italian, and so much knowledge. We lost so much knowledge when my nanny passed, and it was really cool just to be able to learn some more shit about Italy. Just
100%.
just sitting down and chopping it up with you, man.
Thank
so
you,
I
man.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
And one of my best meals I had all motherfucking year was at your spot.
I love it.
So thank you, man.
Love it.
888-742-3345. Did anybody call from? We get anybody from Michigan?
Oh yeah, we've got full lines.
Click. All right. Let's pick a. We'll let you pick the winner. 1 through 10.
Oh well.
Let's go 7.
Well,
There we go. 7's on.
yo, what up, man? Who's this?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? You in Michigan?
No, I'm in Arizona, but I used to.
Why couldn't you fucking lie and just pick a goddamn person from fucking Michigan? Why couldn't you just fucking lie? They can't see the numbers, guys. It's a radio show. Fucking idiots. I'm in Arizona.
All right, here we go with Matt.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. I don't even want to talk to Matt now. Yo, Matt, what's up, man? Where you at?
I'm not gonna make that mistake. Detroit, baby.
Nice. Nice.
Done.
Yeah. Matt, we're gonna get your name. We'll set you up and you can come check out She Wolf, and Anthony's gonna take care of you. All right.
Perfect. Thank you. I look forward to it. As a fellow Italian, I really do.
My man.
You got a girl, or you
I was
gonna?
salivating in the car over here.
Oh yeah, you're gonna fucking love this. This shit is fucking awesome. It's fucking. It is. It's bananas. The whole time we was eating it was like, this shit is fucking bananas. So thank you.
I can't wait. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you.
We're gonna put you on hold. Anthony Lombardo, James Beard nominee. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.
Keep doing it for the East Side, man.
That's it.
Let's go.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you. And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John C. Matthews.
Seems like we come across plenty of stories about STDs running rampant out there.
Yep,
it's
dangerous.
STDs. Now, according to
don't fuck broke hoes.
The World Health Organization, it's more than the broke.
Poor hoes, man.
According to this, more than 1 million new cases of 4 STIs. The poor hoes.
Some poor bitches.
Well, they're going down in flames here because 1 million new cases of 4 STIs are contracted every day, according to this new report that's just out today.
What does that count for STIs anyway?
What does that mean?
Like what all counts for STIs? It's like herpes and
here we go.
Chlamydia.
The 4 infections that they're looking at: chlamydia, gonorrhea, trichomoniasis, and syphilis.
Hey, that's the one that took out Al Capone.
Boy, that seems bad.
Al Capone killed all those motherfuckers and fucking syphilis got him.
Well,
I was a pussy getting motherfucker.
Now, again, the numbers are pretty shocking.
If you got 1/100th of the pussy Al Capone got, you'd be a busy motherfucker, John.
I think you're probably correct.
Yep. You have trichomoniasis.
But I mean, he's probably out there having sex with hookers and.
Oh yeah, bro, he was running hoes and all that shit. Yeah. And I don't even. Did they invent condoms yet? When did they invent condoms?
I think they've been around for quite a bit.
Well, fuck that guy. He ruined the feeling of sex. Shit's whack as shit.
Well, you don't want gonorrhea.
No, you don't. I guess you're right.
Or trick, for that matter.
Or trick.
But they're saying here, it looks like, on average, 1 in every 25 people globally has at least one of these STIs. 1 in 25 people.
1 in 25 people has a STI. But that's globally.
Yeah.
I hate to be like a dick, but that's like all of like India, China, Africa.
Big world out there.
Yeah, there's some heavy spots out there.
Lots of fucking.
A lot of fucking. Yeah. And they be doing weird shit too. I forgot what it was. They was like cutting off dicks of children and boiling it and drinking it to cure AIDS.
What are you talking about?
That don't cure AIDS. It just tastes like shit. Like dick soup.
I must have missed that one.
This was fucking years ago, man.
Okay.
I think they figured out that didn't work.
That was not going to help you.
Then they did this. They did one shit where it was like they were trying to. I forgot where this was, but it was like they were trying to encourage girls to stay virgins. So what they did was they would lay them down and check their hymens to make sure they're still virgins, which is, hey, okay, that's a good idea. So then they give them a balloon as proof that they're still virgins. But in this same area, there was a belief that if you could fuck a virgin, it would cure AIDS. So they was just sending out
what?
It was just fucking. They were just sending out rape me balloons on these poor fucking girls.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah.
I think they only did that for 1 year. That's not an annual thing. They did it once.
So they're saying these infections, they're treatable and curable with antibiotics, but unfortunately, most infections occur without symptoms. Man, I've really got to go in again. It's been.
When was the last time you went in?
It's been couple years, man.
And you banged a Tunisian chick? Did you go raw?
No.
Oh, all right. You good, man? And then the other chick you smashed was what? The chick that liked Marilyn Monroe a lot?
Yes. By the way, that's a huge red flag. In case you
What a
want to know.
loser.
And that was unprotected sex.
Okay. All right.
So, but hang on a second. You're telling me I can just go over to Hollywood to one of these gay clinics, in and out, and then I'm good to go?
Gay clinics are the ones, bro.
Just in the afternoon, walk in there.
Yeah, man.
bang,
Them
bang.
gay clinics are the shit.
All right.
They're free. The only thing is they ask you if you smoke meth. They'll ask you like 7 different ways. If you don't mind saying no a bunch of different ways, that's the cool shit. But they're clean and shit.
All right, I'm doing that.
You go to when I used to go to the clinics out here, you go to like the regular ones, and it was just, you knew half of us was burning. We was just fucking all, we just were diseased in the motherfucker. I was usually there because I was burning.
But can you imagine that? No, not
Burning?
No,
yeah,
no,
it fucking sucks.
Yeah, yeah. I know if you can imagine that. But I mean, having chlamydia and not knowing it, that's just wild to me.
Sometimes it goes away. You're hot, and then it just kind of like chills out. And you're like, oh, I guess it went away. Nope, didn't go away. You got chlamydia.
All right, I'm doing that.
Ladies, what you've had some hot piss there, John?
No, but now and again, I'm like, what was that? And then I'm like, if that continues, I should really check that out. And then later in the day, everything's fine. I don't know.
Yeah, especially in the morning.
Yeah.
Yep. That's when it comes. Any discharge or anything like that?
Not in the traditional
buddy.
sense. No.
Oh man,
There's no
you finna die.
cheese coming out of my penis. No.
All right.
There is this social media challenge involving a vacuum cleaner and trash bags. It's gone viral, and health experts are very concerned.
Why are they concerned about this shit?
Again, it's the trash bag challenge.
What?
The kids I've seen, they climb into a garbage bag and then they let another person suck the air with a vacuum
All right,
hose.
let me see.
All right.
All right, they got the kid in the bag, and they just suck the. It looks like they sending birds.
What?
Like it looks like when people send drugs.
Oh, when you
They
vacuum
just vacuum
pack.
seal that shit.
The kid's laughing, but the problem is,
What's the problem?
experts warn that it can lead to cerebral hypoxia.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a condition that leads to a decrease of oxygen supply to the brain, despite the presence of adequate blood flow. Because you're just putting less pressure on your body, and you shouldn't do this.
How long can you go without getting brain damage?
Brain cells are extremely sensitive.
Oh my God! I asked
And-
a fucking simple question.
Right, like I'm looking at it, and people can begin to die within 5 minutes after the oxygen supply has been cut off.
All right.
You shouldn't do this to your kids.
Don't do it to the children. You heard it here first. Don't vacuum seal your children
Yeah.
like they're dope.
But it is kind of taken off. A quick search online, you can find many videos of these kids climbing into bags.
Yeah, just rip them open. They'll be fine in a minute.
I mean, you see how tightly that plastic is sucked up against that kid?
Yeah. I feel like you looked a little bit too long there, John.
Gosh, it was so form-fitting. No. Trash bag challenge.
Yep. What else?
All right. This guy, the founder of a popular sugar daddy website, is now offering to pay for out-of-state abortions for women seeking the procedure in states that have passed restrictions.
There it is. Look at that. Boom.
Seems like a nice guy. Mr. Wade, I've got him here talking about it for a second if you want.
Let's hear him talk.
Oh, the fucking... I hate the internet. Just give me a second to refresh that. But he's set this nonprofit, and he's going to donate his own money, but then also He is going to help fundraise.
What's the name of his app? Like seeking
Right. Yeah, it's that one. It's that big one.
What's it called? Seeking connections or accommodations?
Seeking arrangement or something like that.
Seeking arrangements, yeah.
I'll confirm that in a second. Let's get rid of this ad first.
Let's be real. Half these chicks that are fucking getting pregnant by their sugar daddy, they're gonna keep that kid.
Yeah, I think it's the whole goal.
That's their whole goal, yeah. They got a whole sewing pack with them, putting the fucking needles on them and shit, poking holes in them condoms.
Would you ever have a sugar baby?
Would I ever have a sugar baby?
Yeah.
Hell, fuck no.
All right, here we go. Here's our man.
Like a baby with
this new law.
Sugar mom? Like a baby with just a chick that likes to fuck rich guys?
Yeah, so then suddenly some lady contacts you and says, "Hey, Jude, if you pay for my my community college, I'll come over there and bang you out every now and again."
My homeboy was doing that out of Romania. It was like, that was just what they did. Like, college girls would get, they'd get sponsors so that they could study. They would go and fuck. My friend was disgusting too. He was fat as shit. They would go fuck him once a week. I told the story, man. It was, I got the fucking, those goddamn German Turks took me out. Got food poisoning, and I couldn't run a threesome on his girls. Kept shitting on myself. And it's hard to keep your dick hard when you're shitting on yourself.
Yeah, I think so. All right, here's Mr. Wage.
This new law is a blatant attack on the weakest in our nation, and it's designed to keep the poor poor. If lawmakers will not step in and help these desperate women, then I will. Although Alabama's law has yet to take effect, I'm working proactively with Zoe to launch a charity, Fight Against Poverty, so that when any state makes the decision to deny women the right to make choices about her body, we can help. We will provide women and families who cannot afford to provide for themselves travel out of their home state to access proper health care and to exercise their right.
Women who do not want to have children should not be made to have children. And men that don't want to pay for unwanted children should not have to pay for those fucking throwaway babies that they don't want. I'm right there behind you, my man. We're right there with Kuna Matata.
The disposable babies.
Yep.
But again, just to be clear, it is with that seeking arrangement website.
That is, I'm all for that. I'm 100% behind that. Woman power. I got your back, ladies.
I have a feeling this guy's pretty wealthy.
He came up with seeking arrangements. That guy's fucking caked up.
I think they've got millions of members. Wow.
Yeah, that shit actually works.
Yeah, 10 million members out there.
Yeah. A lot of people seeking arrangements.
I wouldn't, as an older guy, I wouldn't want to do that.
Look, man, I was talking to this girl that was fucking with this Jewish dude. And he just, like, he was paid as fuck. He just wanted to get some pussy. And, like, every single chick was trying to nail his ass down. And it was just a fucking headache for him. So it was much easier for him to drop $1,000 and smash this chick once a week. So it cost him $4,000. He banged her once a week. They might have dinner, they might not. And it was just easier for him. He had that kind of money. He didn't have to deal with the agita.
There was a listener who suggested I do this. It's not. I don't know if it's
seeking arrangements. How are you going to see? What fucking arrangement you going to see?
Let me tell you. Well, I mean, I guess they would help me out with money, but no, it was that. So what he does is that he reaches out to these young women, let's say over at UCLA.
Yeah.
And then he takes them out to dinner, takes care of them that night, and then of course there's some sex, and then he just disappears. So he just
gives them the Google number.
I know.
Gives them the Google number.
So the arrangement he wants is just a one-shot deal, and then these women just like, what? And he's doing this all the time with these young ladies.
Well, then.
Seems kind of mean.
That's It's a risk you take. All right, man. Give me some good news.
And now, time for good news.
There is a 97-year-old former paratrooper, and he made another jump 70 years after D-Day.
Damn.
Yeah.
97 years old, he jumped out of an airplane?
Yeah.
And lived?
Well, sure. I mean, it was a tandem jump, so there was some guy he was attached to. No, I know, but yeah. He's pretty badass. And
Damn. He didn't break a hip or no shit like that?
But I watched the video, and he came down, and then the guy came down on top of him. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh, he shattered something.
Well, I mean, he's actually here talking about his knees are all screwed up, and he doesn't care. The guy's still pretty badass. Here we go.
He's like, fucking, I'm dying soon anyway. Fuck it.
I got a replacement left knee, and the right knee is a little sore, but we're going to ignore that.
Why you do it? He said, why you do it? Because he wants to. He's a fucking paratrooper, dog.
Yeah, he was in D-Day. I mean, that must have been
D-Day.
Horrific.
What was the fucking, like, how many, how many motherfuckers died in that shit, man?
I have to look it up. It's a big number.
Yeah. Like, you just stepping off the boat, catching one.
Oh, can you imagine that? You're waiting on the shore, and then
all that toxic masculinity.
Germans on the cliffs opening up on you like that?
Yeah, bro. That took some balls. Like, hey, you finna die. Good luck.
All right, I've got a guesstimate here. German casualties on D-Day estimated at about 4,000 to 9,000. Allied. What
was Allied casualties?
At least 10,000, with 4,414 confirmed.
Damn. Just as soon as you get out the water, like, splash. Done. All right. That's the news. That was uplifting.
Well, come on.
It was my own fault. I shouldn't have asked about the casualties. My bad.
Tom Rice, jumping out of planes.
R.I.P. D-Day. All right. Thank you. Let's go.